Yo, what's up everybody? I'm back here again at another river, big surprise. Working on doing some trout fishing. Say hi to Duncan. That's a good boy. We just had to hike in about a mile or so. Wasn't that bad. I got here pretty early in the day, so we should have plenty of time to fish, which is awesome. I have been to this river before. Last time I was here, I caught a huge salmon. Well, I don't know if I technically caught it because it broke off at the last second. I was really set up to catch trout, so I only had a 4-pound leader on. And all of a sudden I catch this monster. So I got him to the surface. I got to take a look at him. It was the biggest fish I've ever had hooked. So this time I brought a 10-pound test line in case I snag another one. Now I'm not allowed to keep them, but I would still like to catch one and bring it in and get a picture of it, show you guys. So let me set up my camera and I'll show you what I'm working with today as far as lures go and as far as tackle setup. But before that, let me get you a view of the river. It's just an absolutely beautiful river, an absolutely beautiful day. Last time I came here, I tried to go downstream, and I did hook a trout down there, but the river is just super rapid, and I don't know how to fish it properly. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna go upstream this time and fish some of this slower water and just kind of take it easy. I think there's some bigger rapids up there, but upstream is where I hooked that salmon, and that's what I'm really after today. I also hope I catch a couple keeper trout because I'm gonna be hungry later, and so is Duncan. So yeah, let me set up my camera and I'll check back in with you. All right, so today what we're gonna be trying is some lures I just picked up. I'll show you what setup I have. So it's a 10-pound braided line to a slip weight, to a number 10 spinner, to about 2.5-foot leader. I might need to make this leader a little bit longer, we'll see. But what I'm going with today is a Wonders rooster tail. It's this black one with little sparkles on it. I was recommended it by someone at the bait shop, so I bought a couple of them. Let's see if it works. Make sure to cinch it tight. I don't want any lures falling off today. The worst is when a lure falls off and it's not because it snapped, it's just because you didn't tie it well enough. So whenever you lose a lure, it's a good idea to just make sure to see how it fell off. Did it fall off your spinner? Did the lure itself just fall off, or did the line snap? Whenever you lose a lure, you want to make sure that your line is snapping, so that's the weakest point. So I have the spinner on here. On the underside of it, on the underside of the spinner itself, I'm just going to put a little bait wax just to give it a good smell. This is the bait wax I'm using. I don't know how much of a difference it makes, but I've been catching fish on it, so it doesn't hurt it. Just like that, we're ready to cast. I'm just going to cast right over here in this shaded area. It's pretty hot today. All right, ready to cast. Wish me luck, guys. I need it today. All right, it stopped recording for some reason. It just does that sometimes. I don't know why. We didn't catch anything on the couple casts I did there, so we're going to move. Just kind of breaking in the rod, you know what I mean? Had to re-spool like half the braided line on there. So with braided line, when you're spooling it on for the first time, you really want to make sure that it's like tight, that you have like some pressure that you're reeling against, and make sure it's just on there really tight. Or else it just is loose and it's a mess. It's more of a problem with braided line than normal line or hydrocarbon line. I'm not sure why that is, but I still prefer braided line. All right, let's move up river. Man, it is a hot one today. I swear I just saw a fish surface right over here. But they're hanging out underneath a bunch of trees. They know that's a hard place to cast. I'm gonna try to do it without losing my lure. Very wishful thinking. Feels nice to be in the shade. That's a trout. That's a trout, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. He's not happy. Let's go. How big is that guy? He's like at least 8 inches. Let's go. That's one. Not skunked today. Ha ha! Needed that. Woo! Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. It's pretty big. One in the books, everyone. That is one in the books. This is where Duncan made his little bed last time we were here. It's probably where we'll cook. Give you a little shot of it. You can see this little hole dug out here. Is that your bed? Did you dig that bed? I mean, it's a prime spot and it's a good looking bed. Yeah, you dug that bed, huh? Guys, it's just a beautiful day out here. I mean, the temperature is perfect. We're in some shade. We have one fish. It's a good day. Duncan's having a great time. The only thing that can make this better is if I catch that salmon that got away from me last time. That's the main goal of today. I'm working my way up to where I got him last time. I'm seeing some little fish jumping like right over here. I mean, too small to keep, but still want to catch them. But they're surfacing, but they don't seem to be going for the spinner, so I don't know. We'll leave them alone. Yeah, I can see them surfacing. First time I've actually seen trout surfacing on this river. Let's keep fishing. We're getting closer to the spot where I caught that salmon. It's making me more anxious the closer I get. trying to just inch my way up the river, because I saw a couple trout surfacing, and we're only 150 feet from where I caught a salmon, so you know, we got time. I'm having a good time. Duncan's having a great time. It's just a beautiful day, you know. As summer is starting to end, I want to make sure we're using all these sunny days. I have to figure out how I'm going to fish in the winter. It's going to be a lot colder. But I imagine I can basically just do the same thing. All right, let's try here. Still on our first lure. Duncan really doesn't like it when I go into the water and fish. He's like, look, if I can't stand where you're standing, there's a problem. That means I can't save you. This looks like a nice little spot. I mean, look at that. This looks like a good spot. If there's no fish here, then I don't know. Oh, and we're in the sun? Let's go. Dude, there's gotta be a fish right there. Holy cow. Let's not waste a second. What have we been doing the whole time? Oh my goodness. Look at that. Let's go. That's a pretty good sized fish. Let's go. Black rooster tail. Man, it was such a good cast. I just had such a good feeling about it. That's another decent sized fish. It's good because I was getting hungry. Let's go. Duncan, what's that? What is that? Are you gonna eat that? You gonna eat that? That's a good boy. Huge. All right, we lost our lure. We're at our limit. I think it's time to cook some fish. That's what I think. I think that's what Duncan thinks too. Duncan's laying in the shade. It's not a bad choice. It's a beautiful spot to cook and eat some trout, huh? You want the trout? You'll get some. That's a good bone. Yeah, you get a whole one for yourself. Here's a bowl for Duncan. That's basically a whole fish. I'm gonna blow it off a little bit so it's not too hot. But he is just over here drooling. Goodness. That's a good boy. All right, now my turn. There's gonna be some of mine that Duncan gets to eat. It's so good. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna head back to the car with Duncan and we're gonna get out of here. Feels good to have a meal in our stomach. We got a pretty long walk back to the car, but we still have some sunlight and it's been a successful day. So, big smiles on our faces. If you like this kind of thing, please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out. And I'll see you next time. Peace.